Hello my fellow supports, Hot Rod 08 here, and tonight's video is based entirely on trying to fix a mistake that I made in yesterday's support patch notes video. Yes, I'm allowed to make mistakes every occasion, but at least I don't hide from my mistakes, and I actually try to come back for you guys in order to actually explain what I did wrong, and to actually give you the correct information the second time around. So for yesterday's support patch notes video for patch 8.17, for some reason I had the idea that his passive damage, his Bastion, was changing from magic damage to physical damage, and I know that as being a slight nerf, just because most people have more armor than magic resist, but that is absolutely not the case. It's not changing the actual damage that his passive Bastion is doing. It's still going to be magic damage. What is happening is that if you get any extra AP or AD from your runes that have adaptive stats, Taric originally gave you extra ability power. Well, now he gives you extra attack damage instead. So those are the changes that we really need to go over instead of the stupid ones that I made up yesterday. Now the real question is, after realizing our mistake, we still need to know whether this is going to be a buff or nerf to Taric in this current patch. Now, luckily for you guys, I have taken the time in order to do the math in order to figure out that exact answer for you. We are going to go over that now. So to determine whether this is going to be a buff or a nerf to Taric, we are going to be using Chrysalis on Taric, since that is one of the most popular runes that he takes, and it does give him adaptive damage of either 9 attack damage or 15 ability power once he does hit 4 kills and or assists. Now, how we're going to do this is we're going to pick an average level for Taric, already having 4 kills and or assists, which is going to be level 9. We are going to say that Taric has 2 points in his Q, which is his healing ability, 1 point in his W, which is the ability to link to another ally and give him shields and extra armor, 5 points in his E, which is his stun ability, and then 1 point in his R, his ultimate. We are going to say that Taric is going to go through the attack rotation of using E, Q, W, Q, and then R and Q. If you know how Taric works, every time he uses an ability, he's allowed to attack 2 extra times with 2 empowered attacks that are faster, that do extra magic damage, as well as your regular auto attack damage, and it does provide extra resets and cooldowns for your other abilities. So, with being able to use 6 abilities attacking an enemy champion, that would mean that you get 12 auto attacks off. We're going to start off this math with 15 ability power from Chrysalis, how it was before this current patch. So if you do the math, level 9 auto attacks are going to do 83 attack damage plus 57 magic damage, and if you times that by 12 attacks, that's going to equal 996 attack damage plus 684 magic damage that Taric would do to an enemy. With this, we calculated that you're going to be able to use 3 of your Qs, so the healing is going to be 60 plus 6 from the extra ability power, and since we used it 3 times, you're going to get 198 healing for both yourself and your ally who you are attached to. We are ignoring the extra healing that you get from percent total health just because it doesn't matter. And then finally, we used our E ability once, which has a base damage of 250 magic damage, and then the AP ratio of 15 ability power gives it 7.5 extra magic damage. So you do a total of 257.5 magic damage. So with 15 ability power from Chrysalis from the patches before, you do a total of 996 attack damage with 941.5 magic damage, and finally 198 healing. So now that we calculate it with 15 ability power from Chrysalis, now we're going to do it with 9 attack damage, what you're going to get now on currently patch 8.17 with the new changes. So first off, yet again, our level 9 auto attacks, you're going to have base damage of 83 attack damage, plus 9 extra AD that you're getting, and then plus the 57 bravado magic damage for each auto attack, times 12 equals 1,104 attack damage that you're doing with your auto attacks, plus 684 extra magic damage. Your 3 Qs that you're getting off is going to provide yourself and your ally 160 plus 0 extra healing times 3, because we use it 3 times, equals 180 healing for both you and your ally, and we're still ignoring that extra health from the percent total health. And then finally your E, if you hit your stun, you're going to be providing a base damage of 250 magic damage, and since you have 0 ability power at this point, you're not going to get any extra ability power, so you're just going to be doing a base damage of 250 magic damage. So with all of this together, you're going to be doing a total of 1,104 attack damage, plus 934 magic damage, and then finally 180 healing. So with all of this together, if you do the math between the 15 ability power and the 9 attack damage, if you do the 9 attack damage, you're going to be doing an extra 108 extra damage, while losing only 7.5 magic damage and 18 healing than you would with the 15 ability power. So I personally think that doing 108 extra attack damage is a lot more worth it than losing that extra 7.5 magic damage and that 18 healing to you and your ally. So with this together, instead of it being a slight nerf that I said in yesterday's support patch notes, I'm actually playing this as a slight buff to Taric. The change from AP to AD actually does help Taric out quite a bit when he's able to get those extra resets off, and Taric's AP ratios aren't that good, so the extra AP that you would get from past patches for Chrysalis is rather negligible compared to the extra AD that you get from this patch. Again, thanks for coming back to this video and going over my mistake. I hope you now understand that's a little bit of a slight buff as opposed to a nerf. But what do you think? Do you agree with what I've said in this video or not? Comment down in the comment sections below. I'd love to hear your opinions, as well as answer any questions that you guys might have for me. If you're enjoying my content and want to consider supporting the channel, head over to my Patreon. There you can enjoy perks such as early releases of some of my videos, having me look at your op.gg and giving you suggestions, and having your name shout out at the end of my videos like these lovely people here who are already contributing to the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you're new here, subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications and get updated on all things support related. Streams are on YouTube on Mondays and Thursdays, 7 PM to 10 PM Eastern Standard Time, and on Twitch randomly. So if you want to learn how to play support better from a Diamond player and have your questions answered live, feel free to join the stream community. Rather than that, you guys have a great day today. Thanks much.